So I don't really fill my souls, but I thought it would be a good idea to reconstruct these PBs I got. So this is the first one. This is a 1590. Was my first sub 16, but obviously I've got another one which I'll show you afterwards. So sorry the camera quality isn't great. If I pull that, might be better. Anyway, so I chose from RUF in this orientation, so I'll go MT KLD, and that's good because that means the buffer, well, my main buffer isn't solved, so I can go BD, which is a U-perm, and then I do need to cycle break, so I'll go AI. I use I for this because I have, well, let's not go into explanation. FVSQ, and then I've got a 2 flip between these, which I'm going to rotate for because I don't have an alg for it, so I'll do that at the end because then I don't do 2 rotations, I only do 1 because the solve's done after that. So you'll see now how well the first 2. So you don't really have to do much to do the first 2 comms. Then the second one, it's a E prime and U prime at the same time in the setups, and that goes to a 5 mover that looks like that. So it's a really fast comm. SQ, you kind of just do this move into an RBS comm, which isn't as hard as it sounds. So we'll do the corners now, so MT is a 9 mover, cancelling it to a U2, and then we do this 3 move insert to set up, and then we can cancel this U move as well, and just solve that with M moves, because that's how I do that, although a better way is like that. Anyway, that was a 1590. Right, so this is my PB now. Could be beaten because obviously 8 algs, it's not unusual. I could get a 7 alga and that might beat it. Anyway, I liked this solve more. IL, MV, and that's the buffer. However, there's a cycle left. But if I trace from the, I would do the BUR sticker as a floating buffer, and it goes from here to here, which is that buffer, so I can float that. Then for edges we've got DK, NB, XV, PS, and that's UF, so I'll just do this last cycle from UB, which isn't good, but as in it's not a good case, but oh well. So I do DK, which is a 4 move insert like that, but the first move is going to cancel with the M prime, so like that. So we've got a 9 mover there, 1 move to a 4 mover, and then this is the only really bad bit. I rotated to here to do PS by doing R prime to that, and then I did a Z2, which we like to call steering wheel comms, into that 9 mover. So 2 rotations into 9 movers, not great, but I executed it pretty well. 8 mover, 8 mover, and then just a U prime. So to another 8 mover. And yeah. So that was how I got that. I'm going to finish this off by breaking down a mean of 3 I did today. Just need to quickly sort this out so I can see the scrambles, to make sure I know the times. So we got this one, and this was a 1944. Okay, so just making sure this is alright. Yeah, it is. So I had this to start just here to here, so I cycle break here. Now this is a twisted corner, but we can cycle break there, so it's fine. So I did LM, which is just a 8 mover, and JS, FH, VBTK. So it's pretty long corners, but it's fine because we get short of that. So I'm just going to make sure that scramble's right. Yeah, so as I suspected, the scramble was actually wrong. So No, it actually goes J, U, P, N, O, I went to I, and then SF, which actually, yeah, it does. That is right. And then for edges, we got J, A, F, X, B, I went E, S, I, O, R, and D. Pretty easy. So J, A, up on U into that. F, X, it's a U, E into a 5 mover, so E, 8 mover, SI, D to that's 8 mover. And then we've got OR, which I do R prime to a 9 mover. And then I cancel into this alternate alg here where you do R prime to an RFS. And JU, just R to a 9 mover. PM. And then OI, do 3 moves set up like that. And cancel a move. 1944, so that scramble there was wrong. So here, this was a 20.08. So we start off, we got TB, FX, J, I went U, PL. So this is solved, so I'm going to UB, so we got OH, and then I break here, BP, FG, EB. And then from there, I'm going to want to cycle break. Right. Yeah, cycle break here to here, here to here. So we'll go there. Sorry, I'm so not brilliant with UB, but it's fine. FG, that, and then that, like that. I believe what I actually did solve was here to here. I'm trying to think of what I should have done, but actually that does work. And then IN, I believe I actually did U2. So I don't think that's optimal for that, but it worked. TB, here to here. Although I'm pretty sure in the solve I actually did D into that, and that went quite well into JU. And that's in a good grip to do PL at the end. So 2008, something like that. So I had GI, VH, TJ. I did something pretty cool for that, so I'll show you that when I get to corners. PD I broke at, AI, SL, VD, and then I noticed that was solve buffer, so I floated UR and then did the flip with UR on this edge. Cancel a move, endpoint U2, that. VD, I do pretty bad out there. And then NX is a U wide, and then that. And then cancel into the 2com thing. U2, I'm going to do D2 like this, and then F2 undo, and we do this alternate alg like this, and then do this alternate alg as a 9 mover. We get much easier corners, and that was an 1873, so that was 1942, yeah, 1942 minus 3, which I actually got just before the other 15 I showed you. So there we go, those are some 3 blind reconstructions from today and one from yesterday.